All that, hot topics and more, coming up on The View. Up next, women who are being called marijuana moms are revealing why they say smoking pot every day makes them better parents.
Okay, we're going to talk about pot. Not what you put things in, but what you do here. Okay, so marijuana advocates have a long list of the benefits of smoking pot. But a group of mothers are making headlines because they claim that using marijuana every day doesn't just help ease their pain from their medical problems, but that it makes them better parents. So please welcome Cheryl Shuman. You know, I look at you very attractive, smiling, nice women, and I think, you don't look like people expect potheads to look, you know? So you got to tell us why you take it.
Well, in my particular case, I originally was prescribed medical cannabis in 1996 when Prop 215 passed. My psychiatrist had recommended it over top of Prozac, Xanax, sleeping pills, and whatnot. So that was the first time.
For what reason?
At that time, I was having major anxiety disorders and major depression, and they had me on 80 milligrams of Prozac a day, and I lost the life I had with my children.
So your pot gives you a good disposition, removes your depression, so on.
It's an amazing mood stabilizer, and also in 2006, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So I used cannabis through chemo and radiation, and then I later learned, and I wanted to make a clarification. I do not smoke marijuana or cannabis. I vaporize. And this is what I use. I also
and how do you do that?
It's easy. You just literally...
I see. So you don't smoke it, you just inhale?
No, I do not. And I also use it in my food. I eat the cannabis raw in my salads, and I also juice the cannabis, and I use a cannabis oil called Rick Simpson oil. That's been proven to document cases of thousands of cancer patients where it's shown.
There's always the reliable brownie also.
And so you also use it for medical reasons, and all know you all have children,
Yeah.
and they all know that you're.
Yeah, it's my medicine.
I don't say smoking pot. What do I say? Inhaling?
We're modern cannabis consumers. We are cannabis patients.
Okay.
Cheryl, let me ask you something. Yes. Because marijuana is now legal in 18 states for medicinal reasons, plus D.C., and it's legal in 2 of those states for recreational use. I guess Colorado and what? California?
Colorado and Washington.
And Washington.
Yes.
So now you say that legalizing marijuana across all the states can actually help the economy.
Absolutely.
Tell us how. Is it taxes?
Cannabis is an estimated industry that will be worth $47 billion by 2016. And most of that income is actually generated by ancillary products like vaporizers, like stash jars, and the prescription pill bottles even, or the showcases in the dispensaries. But what I'm a big fan of is using this as a tax and regulated model. Take that revenue, put it into the veterans programs or people who have AIDS. I work a lot with the LGBT community and the AIDS community and the terminally ill. And one of the things that we always do is all of the cannabis that we have left from our garden that's shown here, we actually donate to the less fortunate who can't afford to grow or buy their own cannabis. So this is a plant that can heal not only a multitude of illnesses, it can heal our economy through taxation, regulation, and it can fund the programs that our veterans so desperately need to treat their PTSD.
You need to run for office, Cheryl.
Oh, thank you.
I feel it must be given. We talked to drug experts, including the FDA and the National Institute of Drug Abuse, and they believe that you've heard these, the negative side of it. They say a marijuana joint has 4 times the level of tar compared to a tobacco cigarette. Someone who smokes 5 joints a week may be taking as many cancer-causing chemicals as someone who smokes a full pack of cigarettes every day, and that it's more dangerous than alcohol. It impairs the immune system, the brain, the heart, and the lungs. So one has to give that other side. It's not always so cheerful. But Lindsay, you're too
I wanted to address that for a moment. First of all, I actually agree with the one study, and that's why I don't smoke cannabis. What a lot of people aren't aware of is the American Medical Association actually came out, and that's why I came up with these vaporizers, because the American Medical Association clearly states that vaporizing is the healthiest intake method. There is no impurities in it, and also in edible form.
Eating it?
Yeah, but
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If you purify it and you use, like the juice, for example, a lot of people don't realize that there are CBDs and CBNs in the cannabis that are not psychoactive.
But you are all doing it for medical reasons.
Correct. Yes.
Do you, with your children and so forth, say you should do it for medical reasons, right? So the whole discussion of legalization and whether you should do it and how dangerous it is or is not, and that's something perhaps we'll have time for. People have been arguing for years, and they will continue to. In the meantime, it's helped the three of you, and we are appreciative of your coming on with us. So.
I wanted to say just one thing. I think it's very important for us to educate our children and to be honest with our children. I'm very, very proud from day one I was honest with my children.
And said what?
Well, they were with me. I was honest from day one, and I'm very proud of the fact that my daughters not only support my work, but my one daughter, Amy, is the executive vice president of my company, and we just raised $10 million to take the concept nationwide, so I'm really proud of her.
We thank you for coming on with us and giving us your point of view. Thanks to Cheryl, Lindsay, and Cindy. We'll be right back.
Up next, the inventor of